us back at the after show. Tonight, like I said earlier, this is a tribute to my dad, Mr. Ray. I am Mr. Ray's daughter, and I thank you. So I made a few of his items that was his favorites. The turkey bacon, the French fries are mine because my daddy didn't like potatoes. So, but he loved making omelets. And so, in celebration of his 1 year anniversary of him passing, like I said, I don't want to be sad about it. I just want to celebrate him, because when you love someone, you celebrate the person. So crying isn't going to bring him back, but joyful memories. And if I do cry a little bit, it'll be happy tears. So Daddy, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for the love that you gave your children. And thank you for just being you. He was not a perfect man, but his family always came first. And that was the most important thing for us. And we all love him and miss him. And his grandchildren loves him and miss him. His wife loves him and miss him. And Mr. Ray, thank you. You was a hell of a man. He was a hell of a man. So this is in celebration of you.
Well, I'm just actually speechless. You know, I'm behind the camera, you guys, and as she was cooking and preparing this meal in honor of her father, I could just really literally feel his presence in the room.
He came to see me today.
And so I know that he will be very happy with Sarah and her progress and the things that she's doing in her life. And
he's always been an encouraging person.
You know, and I didn't know the man, but it would have been an honor to meet him, just from what she had to say about him and how she talks about him all the time.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
So
he's not even was awesome. He's just an awesome man.
So we just say we honor you, and we know that you are resting in peace and that you made it to heaven.
He did.
And
because he had this beautiful, when he took his last breath, and they cleaned him up. And see, I don't have a problem talking about death, because we all are going to experience it through someone or ourselves.
We're going to be. We all got to
go. After they cleaned him up, he had such a beautiful glow and a light around him, and you knew right then and there that that's where he was. His spirit was there, and it was just so handsome. And I wish I had my camera. I know people don't like taking pictures of the dead, but see, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
because
I did that.
He was handsome. He was so handsome. My mother and I was just like, Daddy looks so handsome. I said, yeah, he does.
So he's at peace.
Yes, and I told him before he took his breath.
He had no more cancer. Well, he has no more cancer. He's a young man again, you know.
Yes, he is. And he's watching over his family like he always has for 50 plus something years. He's been in our lives. So, here's to you, Daddy. Love you.
I know that you guys are saying, wow, what a different show tonight. Yeah, it is a different show. It's a tribute, you know, in honor of Mr. Ray. And again, without him, there would have been no Sarah. So we just thank, you know, his encouragement and him being a father.
And his cheerleading and support.
Yes. And that today, in today's time, 2011, a lot of men need to stand up and learn how to be fathers, because one day their daughters and their sons, they grow up to be men and women. And you too, what will they say about you? How would you want to be honored? What would you want somebody
to remember you
and
celebrate you, and still be able to smile about the love that he granted us. And I had the pleasure of being his daughter. It's not just he had the pleasure of being my father.
Right.
I had the pleasure, we all, my sisters, we had the pleasures of being his daughters. And then his grandkids, and I'm going to cry. His grandkids had the pleasure of having him as a grandfather. Unfortunately, because I didn't have any children, didn't have that opportunity to experience my parents as grandparents.
Right.
They were awesome. I mean, my mother's still here, but as a team and as a couple, man, they were awesome, and their grandkids just loved them dearly.
That's awesome.
So when you can say something like that, and I'm not sad. It's a natural thing to cry, but I miss him and I'm celebrating him. So to be able to celebrate him like this and still be able to smile about it, it hurts just a little bit, but it's not like I'm gonna be falling out and throwing up. I'm gonna do that about my money. But I love it's that joy and that all the memories and love. I got him in my frame, love, cause I love my daddy. I was my daddy's girl. I'm his daddy girl. So tonight I am somebody's daughter.
All right. So should we start this evening omelet?
And he would put all kinds of hot sauce and ketchup. He'd be drowning it in ketchup. I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to give me a little bit of ketchup.
Well, I'm going to give honor for this meal, even though it's breakfast. You know, have you guys noticed it's in the evening, but we're eating breakfast food? But you know, there's no hour that you can eat breakfast food. You know that. You can eat eggs and bacon and French fries whenever you want to.
Right, and it's something light tonight. It's a light meal.
Yes.
And besides, it's more than somewhere on this planet.
How about that? And wherever you are, you can cook this too.
Exactly. So, Mr. Ray, we're going to enjoy our meal. God has him now.
And we thank those who are viewing tonight. You know,
we do.
We appreciate you coming back each week and checking us out. Now, next week we'll be on Friday night.
Right. That's the 28th?
Yes.
28th. So we'll be doing something on the 28th. Tonight is, like I told you on my tweet, that I was going to be honoring my father tonight. And this is a celebration for him.
And this is very good, Sarah.
Thank you. And I like making omelets too. I love making eggs. I mean, I don't make eggs, I cook them. The hen does that. We have to watch how we say how we make things.
Yeah, we do.
I can't make eggs. All I can do is take something and make something from it.
Absolutely.
Because God's got that covered. Nature, he got the hens to do that. So I just take his product that he's presented to us and do something with it. So I'm not going to talk with my mouth full. But we're going to finish. And thank you for joining us tonight. And especially thank you for allowing me to celebrate
and honor her father.
And honor my dad. He was an awesome man. Good night. We're going to eat this. What? The picture. Oh.
And again, this is
Mr. Ray.
Mr. Ray. And we are honoring him tonight. And may he rest in peace.
I think he is.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Next Friday.
Same place.
We're aiming new time.
And a new time, which is Friday. And again, check us out on Ustream and Livestream and YouTube. And also visit Chef's website at sfrayllc.com. And again, you can also email her at sfrayllc@gmail.com.
Or join my blog. Go check out my blog. Check out my Twitter page. I've gotten on all of that. Check out Facebook too.
Yeah, and I'm MP Productions.
MP Productions. We're all on the same. So
yes.
Check us out.
Yes.
And good night. We'll see you next week.
Good night. We'll see you next week.
We're going to eat these eggs before they get cold. Too cold to eat.